unceasing from the wicked one. Its banner shields of golden flame, she lifted it in her proud name, and raised her people long for long to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted none ever, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star banner. Oh, then speeding in a course along the broad Atlantic golden strand, she walked a river ran through the land.
I want to say welcome again, and what a special day for all of us. Wherever you are joining us from, this is the New Beginning platform. And if you are watching us on the New Beginning online television, I want to say thank you for joining us. Those of you that are listening to Care 95.9 radio station is right in Monrovia. I want to say thank you for your listening role. Invite somebody, because today's program again, as usual, going to be very much important. And we don't want any of you to miss any of these presentations. We are here as an institution, as a platform to provide education, information, and entertainment for our listeners. So I want to say thank you, those of you who are following us on the Facebook. Also, TMB is on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, just go and search TMB Online TV, and you can watch us from there as well. I want to say thank you ever so much for your time. I know your time is very important. You would have used this time for something else. Well, thanks to all of you listening in Monrovia and its communities, its environs. Those of you that are even listening from Magibi, if you have access in Buchanan, okay, we'll say welcome. Just tune to Care 95.9. Care 95.9. That's the radio station in Monrovia. That's the radio station that is helping us to relay our program. So again, I want to say thank you to the management and also to my anchor there, King, Mr. King. And Mr. King, welcome. How are you doing, and how is the country?
I'm great. I'm good. We want to bless God ever so much for a laugh today, and in everything the scripture said, what are good or bad, we should give the Lord praises and thanks. And the country is cool, and by the grace of God, God keeping the country safe. And yeah, again, we are here today again, and on our program, The New Beginning. Like you said earlier, we also on social media, and our page is the TMB. There go you see the TMB TV, called The New Beginning television, online TV, and we also live on the radio 95.9 Care Communication. And this program come your way every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And of course from Saturday from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. And of course Sunday from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Like we said, by the grace of God, tomorrow will be live. For 2 Saturdays now, we have not been carrying the program due to some technical issue, but we are sorry. And by the grace of God, tomorrow, please follow this program from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. We can guarantee you, by the grace of God, the show will be live. Back to you, Mr. Amanda.
Thank you, Chris. There are a few things I pick up, and I want us to touch them before we go to our presentation. Don't go anywhere because we are continuing with our conversation, managing the public sector, but we have a topic that we think after it should have been completed, that most of our citizens, we understand their roles and responsibility. So that's why we are here. And we have other things to discuss. We'll discuss them in passing. As Chris is over there, we are here. You are playing the listening role. We have your time where you can call in and make your contribution. Under that heading, managing the public sector, we are looking at uh, knowing your rights and responsibility as a citizen. And also under that, we want to narrow things so that you can understand them. We don't want to make it broader, so that we want to take our time. We nobody is pushing us. We'll take our time. We want even the kindergarten student to be able to listen to this program and understand what we are talking about. We are talking about what makes a good citizen. And under that topic, we have been discussing, we have targeted one of these factors, and that is be informed. As a good citizen, you must pay attention to your environment. You must pay attention to what is happening around you. You must pay attention to government policies and programs. You must pay attention to religious activities or traditional activities. Pay attention, know exactly what's going on around you as a good citizen so that you are able to make an informed decision. And we'll continue to discuss why must the citizen, why is it so important? Why is an informed citizen rate very, very crucial, very critical in the country we call Liberia? Why is it that informed citizen rate? Why should citizens be informed? And why is that so important for every Liberian? It is important because it will help you, to understand the information you receive, where you receive the information, how you receive that information, how you should investigate, how you should digest that information before you can relay the information to another person. Even in your personal life, in business, all of those things, you need to do them as well. So again, um, I'll ask Christopher to quickly continue. I'll rejoin you quickly and we'll resume the program.
Yes, again, we like we said earlier, as in regularly put it, the program is purposely for education. Like we said, we discuss variety of issues, politics, religious issues. Okay, like we said earlier, we don't discuss bad politics here. Our
Right.
own kind of politics is for education purposes. We discuss the issue, like we said, when you are calling, make sure you be respectful, and we agreed, we disagree to agree. And to those of you that have been following this program, and our own politics is to educate people,
Right.
and yeah, to bring solution to think, how can we make our country better? Yes, how can we make our country better? Yes, and I've been
So
learning a
Prince,
lot
I
from
want
this
to take
program.
you. I want to take you quickly. I'm not cutting you. I want to take you
Yeah,
quickly to the groundbreaking ceremony. Those are good things. Always, as a good citizen, learn to promote, to elevate, to promote good things about your country. All right, good things about your country. So I was excited as a citizen as well to see the groundbreaking of the construction that follows the construction of the overhead bridges, and that in itself, I think, going to help a lot of people. It will ease the traffic congestion. It will economically going to save people money and time. Time is money. The time you spend a longer distance and now going to be shorter. So you spend shorter time, spend less money. Then they the drivers who run in their cars, the keke drivers, all these things, they'll try to reduce their prices now because they have smooth movement, without a lot of obstacles. So again, I think it's a very good thing that we see happening. There are a lot of good things, and um, I also pick on the activities that is unfolding with the the brothers and sisters, those who are victim of drugs addiction, and I think they took them around Johnsonville. But again, we want the government to do more in that. What are the strategies? What are the plans that you have to ensure that other citizens can contribute, to help these people get out of that situation? You have to have a very strategic plan, plan that will give confidence to Liberians to contribute their $5, $10, and this show we always promote that. Once the government can come up with those plans, and they are well, known, and information is out there to the people, I believe every Liberian will contribute 1 or 2 cents towards the rehabilitation of those brothers and sisters that are in the street, that have lost hope, so they can be taken care of, and then they can come back into the community and help and contribute and become meaningful, contributing members of their community. I listened to some of them. They have learned, they're educated, but something got them over there. So there's so many different reasons. But I hope the Ministry of Health, I think working along with LRRC. I don't know what the system is. I don't know how the information is, but I think the information needs to go nationwide. You know, Government doesn't have all of the money. As a good citizen, you can contribute to these kind of good undertaking, because if you say somebody life and you rehabilitate somebody, that person will not harass you overnight. They will get a job, maybe some skills they will have, and maybe a carpenter or something, construction, somebody will do something and earn their living from there, instead of getting in the street overnight, harassing you, harassing your children. So it is a collective effort. And I believe there are Liberians in and out of Liberia that want to contribute, but they don't want to contribute to a system that is not guaranteed. All right. Once the government work along with the community work and ensure that there's a good system, a banking system is okay, that government cannot withdraw that money to pay salary, but only for rehabilitation, that would be good. Involve civil society, organizations, maybe the serve on the account. It can do it somehow, but I hope the government does that. That's another thing. Pick on. I don't know if you have any other thing. The last thing I want to talk about, Chris, if you have anything to add, let me know. Is the issue two things. In fact, this is relating to the drugs addiction. The announcement of the interim team of the LDA that every officer around the country should be tested, you know, um, um, tested for drugs, whether they are using drugs or whatever. It is a huge responsibility. It is a huge tax. I'm not sure if they have put everything in place. I'm not sure if they have hospital in different counties, different counties that will be responsible. And because if you pre-inform people, they will not take the drugs. They will go and do they go and do their test. All right. In the advanced world, what happened is that it happens where I worked before. And what they do is that they'll randomly select, and they'll come and call you and say, look, you are needed. While you're working, they'll call you in the office that you are needed to the HR. And when you go to the HR, you are going there. You don't even know what you're going there for. I didn't even know what I was going there for. But when I reached there, they say it's time to do your drug test. So that would be more effective. The tools and the various stakeholders that are involved, so that even the nurses that are, taking the specimen are not tampering with the results. So it's a critical thing. While it is true, it is good to do it, but have they put in place the good measures, those strong measures that will help, then, that will help the institution or the agency to arrive at a positive, positive result. All right. So there are a lot of layers that are attached to that pronouncement. First, which hospital in the counties, where these people are assigned, how quickly can they go? You cannot tell them, because it should take like 5 minutes. Somebody will be to the depot and say, look, you need to go do your, now go. You don't inform them ahead of time. While they are working, busy working, and it requires sincerity. And then when we talk about you as a good citizen, you have to do that to help your own country. And even government officials. So I don't know, some time ago the president did and other officials did, but it's not sufficient. It has to be a routine process, that even finance ministers, those who work there, you pick up somebody like this. Look, you go into have a facility, maybe in the ministry or somewhere, so that in seconds the person go there and do their test and do the result come out, that'll be fine. But again, those who are handling the information, they have to be honest. Like, oh, my brother, my brother gonna take a drug test. Look, my man, you help me. So, my brother. No. We have to be honest with what we're doing. The system has to be good, if you want a good result. So I applaud, the interim leadership, but they need a lot to do. Do they have even vehicles mobile that could just, let's say, you don't But every county should have a testing area or lab, or every district. Because if you're assigning these people in the districts, make sure if they are doing their test, say for example, in Lofa County, somebody in Kolahu is about to do their test. There's a hospital, government hospital over there. All right. So that person just go quickly, or don't, you know, or just call them in the office, have the kit there, the testing kits, maybe train some other people, DEA officer, that would do that and should not compromise. And there should be law. There should be law that whoever that compromises that result should go to jail, to find themselves in court and go to jail. Then people will be afraid of doing wrong thing. So I hope there are other factors. I hope they can take into consideration those things. Uh, and Chris, so that's I don't know what you have to say about that.
Yes, indeed, we applaud the president for that entering leadership. Like where you said, it all bow down to be a good citizen. Yes, it all bow down to be a good citizen. Because when you pre-announce before the drug test, we know how the system working, like bro. And most often, people easily manipulate the system. To work in their favor against the Liberian people. So
Right.
sometimes, like what you say, yeah, it is good thing. The interim leadership take that bold step that it is good that all LDA officers should do that drug test. It is good. It is good out there. That is welcoming. But like you said earlier, some mechanism need to be in place.
Right.
Yeah.
And Chris, I think one of the things they need to do is the internal control. It means they can also train the very same agents, but they are specialized. Hire some people like those who date nursing or something. You need professionals. If you're fighting this thing, it's holistic. You need professionals. They are responsible. And one of the things people have to go by the law. Because if you compromise, the result. If you compromise and you take somebody's result, and change it, you should spend your time in jail so that people will learn lesson. So I just hope, as you are saying, just continue. I just wanted to inject that. Continue.
Yeah,
To,
yes. It is. Like we said earlier, it is very welcoming. The decision is good, but hope and pray that some serious mechanism can be put into place so that people can not really and manipulate the system to get, because when you go for your test, when the test is negative, then maybe you connect with the nurse or the doctor or the person that maybe administering that particular test. It is possible, like you said, it is possible, because when a man know that in taking drugs and working with the FDA, and they say, oh man, you're going for a test next month, or you're going for a test so and so time, when you pre-announce it to the man, maybe for maybe the man will stay on the drug for maybe for that particular, maybe that whole month, or they're doing drug tests, or
right.
they come into
Right.
our they come into our batch or so for the whole 3 months, for the whole 2 months, and not doing anything, and not testing anything. Even though I don't know how long maybe the substance can be in the system for, but there are some people,
They
they
can
will not.
flush it out. There are other medication they take to flush it out.
You
so,
see that? So
so,
you see that? So
so
so like you said,
you're
yeah. So
fighting a
like you said,
beast.
yeah. So like you said, maybe just caught on a surprise, or caught them from Twitter, can so okay, do your drug test. It should not be a problem when a commander call you or somebody call you say come and do your drug test.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
surprising to you like, yeah, do your drug test. And people
And you don't do it for them to understand the pattern or how you're going to do it. It's random, right? So
Yes,
say
yes.
for example, the depot is somewhere in Lofa County, Vanjama, and DA officers are there. You know, you do it. You know, today, you relax, and let them forget about themselves. Advance kind of this system, and they can work in Liberia. You know, I mean, that costs too much for government because that agency, you just hire some people. You know, within the institution, nurses, you know, pay them good money. While you do it, assign them to the various places you have in the countries. Assign them. You do it yourself internally. Do it yourself. Because it's easier if that person is assigned, and let's say for in Ganta, is working along with other officials of or officers. In the morning, they just call, do it, and they send the person out, look at it, the result. If it is not right, or the person is wrong with the substance, you know, just get them, follow the process. You know, I believe that is the easier way. They need logistics as well. They need vehicles. They need motorbikes. They need all these things. Fighting drugs is a beast. It got so many other layers that the government need to pay attention to. But anyway, we're just doing that in passing. One more thing we go to while we discussing, and this will relate to our conversation today as well. I think I have been hearing so many times politicians are saying, you know, the government said the minimum wage is 150, but people are not, that lie and so forth. Government has a responsibility. Every policy that you roll out, make sure that policy is well disseminated, meaning that policy is being uh, known, or is spread, or is being preached all over the country. And those who are going to be affected by that policy supposed to know. So educate them, help to educate them. You got the internal affairs ministry, the traditional people, the chiefs in the towns, other places. You educate the people that look, there is by law, because I heard the minister saying it over and again, but it is not the minister who should be. There are a lot of agencies that are connected to that should be helping, teaching the people. People should be informed. All right. Even if you say it today, continue to say until they understand it, so that nobody will go there and try to misinform them that look, the government is lying. The government said they'll give you 150, and they're not getting the 150 gross salary. The minimum the government said, the law say 150. Nobody should be paid below there. But again, there are other things that are attached to your salary. You have to pay taxes to government. You also have to pay your social security, whatever, so that when you get old, all these things need to be taught. You need to inform the people. If you don't inform them, you are opening a room for people to mislead them. All right? And people take that as an advantage, then they carry it around. So if you're thinking 150, and let's say your taxes and other things supposed to be like $10, so your take home salary is going to be 140. So the $10 there, you have to explain to the people. You have to explain. If you want to do it in drama, they used to have, talking drum studio. Get the revive. You got a national cultural troupe. Why don't they do some of these things? Do it in song. Go around the country, educate the people. That's what they're being paid for. The Ministry of Information. You got LBC, ELBC, or, LBS. Use all of these structures you have to educate the people. You have to tell so that they become responsible citizens. If somebody come to them, a politician come to them and say, "Oh, how much you taking?" Government lying to you. They'll say, "No, by law, I suppose so. Nobody should be paid below 150." That's what the law say. How many of the people who working with government that know that law, even if they know, constant reminder so that I get part of them? In the rural communities, the interior people don't know, so sometimes they are misled. All right, or sometimes even if you're paying them, if the government is paying them, then there's a conflict there. If somebody's supposed to receive 150, they know that 150, but they don't know that there are taxes, other things attached. They will say, "But government stealing our money. Why happen you taking my $10?" So before they ask that question, government should be able to educate them, inform them, let them know. So no policy will be effective if it is not introduced, if it is not explained, if those who are to be affected by that policy do not know anything about the policy. It's useless. So they have to know something about the policy. So, and that's why we are taking our time to say, be informed as a citizen. It's not only your government, but you as a citizen, you should be anxious. You should be eager to get real information. And we started talking about this, be informed. And it says, why is an informed citizen rate very, very important? Why is it crucial for Liberia? It's crucial. Some of the reason is that you want to reduce misleading information. You want to build a society that people can trust. You want to build a society that people have confidence in. That if a Liberian is saying something, people will believe what you're saying because you have the right information. Having the right information is very, very important. It helps you to make informed decision. You make an enhanced decision. Even in your personal life, you need information that will help you make a sound decision. But there are things that are involved, as we said. Some of the things that are involved, you have to think critically. I mean, you got to sit down when you receive the information. You got to sit down and look at the information thoroughly. Don't be in the hasty mode. Don't be so quick. Receive the information and then you think over the information. You need to ask yourself a few questions. All right. And also take into consideration different perspective. The way we receive the information, we have different views about the information. But what remains as a fact is that the the truth of that information will not change unless you want to use it for different purpose. But the truth remains the same. It is important because it helps, to nurture and to keep the democracy that you have. Misinformation can cause conflict. Misinformation will cause a brother to go against a brother, a sister, a friend to go against each other because we do not use the information properly. The information we receive, we do not think over it. So one thing you need to do, we're going to talk about tonight, and then we'll open the lines. You're going to call in and make your contribution. One thing you should do when you receive information, when you hear when you hear ESA, or somebody say, or Sarah said, or Peter said, make sure you know the source, investigate the source of that information. Investigate the source of that information. Meaning, investigate where that information is coming from. How do you do the investigation? If you find an information from a newspaper, let's use Front Page Africa, and there's a story they are they are presenting. So when you read a story, the source of that information is Front Page Africa. Now ask yourself, what is that? What organization is that? What are they doing? Look at their history. Have they been saying the truth? Have they been talking about the truth? You know, before you can use that information for other purposes, you must be able to know the historical background of Front Page Africa. Who owns it? Who is that person? Is the person an honest person? Have they spoken the truth in this country? Have they said something that came to pass? Like they have been saying things that we saw it was true. Later on, we realized that this thing was true. Before you can utilize, before you can make use of that information. So when you are investigating, then look at their mission. What they want to do. What is their mission as a business? I'm using Front Page Africa. As a business, what is their mission in Liberia? What do they want to do? Are they trying to help provide citizens with right information so to avoid conflict? Or are they working for a political organization? Or are they independent body? And then once all of these things are, taken into consideration, then you yourself will be able to make an informed decision about the information that is coming from Front Page Africa. Look at the ownership, meaning who is the owner. And also look at are they reputable news outlet or news company? Meaning, are they trusted? So you don't only take information from maybe Daily Observer and say, oh, this was saying the truth. When you find in Daily Observer, check to Front Page or listen to other radio stations. But those stations that you are listening to, be mindful of who they are, what that station stands for, whether they stand for the truth, because you will waste your time listening to rubbish. And when those things get into your mind, then you make a wrong decision. Some of you pay so much attention on things that don't matter, things that will not help you. You pay so much attention to those things, and things that will help you, you leave them alone. That is not right as a good citizen. What makes a good citizen? Tonight, we are presenting to you that one of the things that make a good citizen is you must be informed. Be informed. Don't grab any story from any corner and run with it. Even in your church, even in the church, somebody will come and tell you, oh, that person said something about you. Listen to the information, but make sure that person who gave you the information, who is that person? Have they told you any truth before? What is their mission of the message they are giving you? Are they giving you that message to help you with the relationship of other people in the church, or that person they are talking about that allegedly has spoken about you? So you have to investigate what this person want to do, what they're trying to do. Why will you tell me that somebody has spoken bad about me? Is it true that this friend has spoken bad about me? then you have to investigate. The first thing you do, investigate. And when you are investigating, make sure, make sure the first thing you should do, the source of that information. Where is the information coming from? Who is providing this information? The origin of the information. Who is this person, or what is the institution about? What is their history? Sometimes friends will come and tell you, you know very well, the friend who gave you the information, that friend has been the liar. And you take that same information and spread all over. You break relationship, you destroy community, you destroy family. If the person is a liar, make sure you investigate. Even whether they are a liar or not, or whether they have lied before, make sure to investigate. Investigation is important. When you're doing your investigation, look at the information they are giving you. Look at the mission of that institution, agency that provided you that information. Look at their history. And sometimes you know what they've been doing, whether they have been factual in sending out their messages, relaying their messages to people. And know who the owner is. Who is that person that is sending you that information? Or that institution that is bringing you this information? What's the what is the institution about? What do they stand for? All right, so that you can make an informed decision. So again, we're going to stop here. We're going to continue. So what makes a good citizen? One of the things that make you a good citizen is be informed. You must be informed. There are a lot of us, and I gave you an example, so many examples, so many examples. Even if you are a partisan of any political party, always learn to investigate and know the truth. A representative or maybe party representative will not come and tell you, oh, the people doing this, they're against me. Investigate first and know. All right. We use CDC situation the other time to give you an example. All right. There are other political parties as well. Even the Unity Party, they were driven out of their political party headquarters from Congo Town, because for some other reasons. So whether they got in the street or whether they went to court, probably they quietly took their things out and left the building, But you must be able to investigate for yourself. You must be able to use common sense. That information, try to get another person, another source. Oh, I heard this. Have you heard anything about this? Is it true? Don't conclude. Some of you only listen to LBS. So anything from LBS is so sweet to you. Also, read papers from Front Page Africa. Read from Daily Observer. I don't know other newspaper companies are there, but try to balance. Read those stories and balance. Listen to ERBC. Listen to Hot FM. Listen to Spoon. Listen to other outlets. Don't base your decision just on one information or one source of the information. So we go in the open lines and we expect you to call. When you call, please focus. We are doing this presentation. These presentations are done so that we can find a solution. Don't only say, well, this happened to me. Share with us the solution that you found when it happened. And how can we encourage other people to ensure that they are well informed before, they can say something? Because even most often you hear people say bad things about other people. bad things about president, former presidents. You don't buy into it. First investigate. Is it true that this former president is this? This I heard a story in recent times. Somebody must will argue that they were interviewing Madame Salih, asking her a question whether she gave 10,000, I think, to CDC, to
Yeah, yeah.
CDC to, to build their headquarters or to build a place. Now, wherever that information comes from, you have to find out where is it coming from. Is that source credible? All right. Read other things and read the history. Read the history and see, oh, okay. Who is this person that's saying this? What are that OK FM? What are that Troop FM? But where is it coming from? This body saying the truth, or are they lying? Even though she said she had nothing to do with it, even if she did, how do you find out to get the real information before you can go on and say, oh, you see, Ellie, she came from the Unity Party. The party supported our lady, and then she was there for 2 terms. Now she's fighting against Baka again. She gave him money. No. You don't know exactly the right information until you investigate and know and balance it. So how many radio stations have talked about it? How many newspapers have talked about it? So if under one source, don't believe it. And don't make any hasty decision by saying, trying to spoil her character and reputation and say, oh, Ellen just said she always from, some people go by and say, oh, the other time she supported John Weir, so maybe that's true. No, it may not be true this time. So you have to investigate. The one she did the other time, she also did it and everybody saw. She said it and she did it. So that was the truth. But this time, you don't know what happened. So as the Unity partisan, don't run with that news. Or as CDC partisan, don't run with the news that, oh yeah, the former president supporting her again. Was not getting into power. It may not work. It may not be true. So until you have the right information, other than that, people are going to be hurt. People are going to die of misinformation. That was the same thing that happened in Rwanda. Misinformation, the 2 tribes, one say when the president died in the crash, then the other group say that the other group killed the president. Then trouble started. That trouble killed a lot of people. Genocide, where people were murdered. So again, we have to have our information, the factual truth, the truth about what we receive before we make decision as a good citizen. All right? Make sure you investigate before you make a decision. And we are doing this because we know, again, along the way, you are making decisions every day. All of us. But we have to be informed. Yes, Chris, go ahead. Sorry. I think you can open the lines.
Yeah, folks, you listen to Mr. Manuel H. Winter there all the way in the years of 8. Folks, the program you are listening to called The New Beginning. Again, we are here every Friday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow we'll be here live again from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. And of course, our Late Night program every Sunday from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Folks, you hear all how to be a good citizen. And we are talking about being informed. You have to be informed. When you hear something about somebody, you have to make sure the information is true before you start spreading the information out there. Or you make sure to hear the 2 sides of the story, and before you start taking things against people. The last time we had the discussion, they're going, I think, Friday, I think Sunday, and we had a lot of testimony, and a lot of complaint, a lot of information. pertaining to what we are discussing. Because some people gave that side of the story that how they hated their friend for no reason. Because somebody tell them something and they just believe it. And then one other guy called and he said, wow, I live in a community where the people decide to believe anything a year, they can just believe in my brother. You know, he said to even convince the people that you not do that thing, it's very difficult. They can't even ask you. In my whole community, once somebody can need somewhere, and then begin to, you can hear the frustration in his voice, like, somebody be misinformed somebody about him, and they didn't take the entire community or anybody asking, investigating to know what was spread in his community against his name, and nobody care to ask him, but people do not believe it. So being informed is very, very much good. That don't just take decision other, because if you're not really informed, it can lead you to trouble. It can even cause you even hate your best friend because somebody brought gossip to you and the person was planning to harm you or discussing you negatively. So folks, again, there's a new beginning. Now we need your participation in the program. Let me say shout out to and Mr. Walla Johnson, one of our regular listeners. He said, I'm listening to the program right now. So I want to say thank you. Kudos to you. Always follow our program. And again, if you want to contribute to this program, you can place forth your call now. 0777 959 959. Again, 0777 959 959. We discuss the just issued, and we also discuss how to be a good citizen, and you have to be informed to be a good citizen. 0777 959 959. Again, 0777 959 959. You can place your call and make your own contribution to this wonderful program. You have to be informed. You have to be informed, because if you're not informed, you will take wrong decision on something like what Mr. Manu was saying. Hello, caller. You know how do you call phone? Let's take our first caller. Hello,
Yeah,
caller.
Ali Kamara calling from District 15.
Okay, Ali, come on, definitely hear you, Chief.
Yeah, please thank you for the topic on the discussion. I know the country they need only like what we believe lie.
What can I name
Like
on it?
they say,
What can I name?
the need of this country, Liberia. So, my brother, I tell you, thank you for the topic on the discussion. Liberia, we just believe lie.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can come from all countries like Mali, all places, they can call the posting down, they tell you, say, they think it will happen. Hey, you see the man here say he looking dusty, he got nothing, but you believe in him. He lying to you. So that, for me, the more thing from any time, the people that really believe the lie in this country, wallahi, trust me, I swear to my God that the sedition. The people can post story together and exactly all of them will believe it. When they tell you anything, they will sit down, they'll put things together. You listen to it.
Oh, so you say,
they know sense.
my man. So you say all political party program la? Yeah,
No,
listen
listen now. What I'm saying, you look at the Unity Party. Unity Party will can investigate. But no people are called so long they are sedition. You tell them
everything.
Can you imagine somebody
Unity
lazy, they
Party
say the
gonna
value, they put in
investigate
cancer, they go
everything.
bury, they say the man die. And they believe it. They say the man important. They believe it. They make people to obey. They believe it. Don't lie. But to me, I look at it. The mean people that are affecting them. To my God, that is sedition. Trust me. You will say that one day you talk Latin. But for me, I'm a United Palestine. But I can investigate. Even you tell me to go like this, I will investigate.
No.
The Ellen now, they say Ellen Gay, I come in at the Ellen Gay, 100 bag of cement.
Hello.
And no investigation. They carry all looking down here. That they get them 100 bag of cement. And the woman came on air like she said that lie. She cannot do it. But people believe it. Up to now, they're defending it. You see that? So human beings don't live like that.
Personally yourself, what do you think? personally yourself, what do you think you can do to improve?
Me, for
Because
me, I don't believe it.
this is not only one person. This is something that
I
is
agree.
affecting the nation. All right.
I agree.
People do
But
these
human
things
being,
ignorantly. Sometimes they don't know. People just hear out of maybe anxiety or
you lie, yeah.
some kind of motivation they do it. But
Yeah.
what do we do to stop it? What can we do to stop it? What can you do?
I
You in
want,
your community, what
because we
can
are
you do?
religion people. I'm coming now because of the meaning. I want every citizen of the country, when the Somali post something on your neighbor knee, you must investigate, even to the police. Somali, you know, I'm looking to police depot here. The person that kill your complaint for it, that the person right, they will not investigate. Soon as you read the police inside, and everybody will believe. Even the rape cases, what people are saying, I agree. But you must investigate. You must know how it happened. But soon as they say they may a rape, some people in Sabina just for allegation. They say they may do it. That too, you put them inside. If you do that, country will not go far up. We have to believe the truth because the Bible talk about the truth. You must say the truth will set you free. But if you believe lie, that the devil can believe the lie. Everything, my brother, you must find out for it before you believe. But don't just, they must not just tell you, say, hey, the men are criminal. That's true, the men are criminal. The men are rope. That's true, the men are how you do it. The men are woman answer. That's true. If you live like that, you make a country, nobody will believe that country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 077-959-959 077. The message I sedition because the men are United Party men just say that.
No, we disagree.
Sedition
It's
people.
a national issue.
It's a national issue, bro. Some people are, Mr. Manado, thing is very, very much serious to the point. I know some people today, they even hate their brethren because of information.
Mhm.
Not investing. Yeah, some people even turn against somebody. Some people even kill somebody because of
They have broken
misinformation.
families, they have broken
Yeah,
homes,
someone
children,
that
and
can,
parents,
someone that can tell you
misinformation.
something, someone that can tell you something and just believe it. Hello, you call from?
Hello,
Yeah, where do you call from?
I'm Moses Iman calling from Broadville District surrounding.
Yeah, you.
Thank you for the topic on discussion. Actually, the topic was to be taught in the church house, especially
Okay.
our leaders, our pastors, the imam, to really teach the topic. Yeah, because actually, if the topic had been taught in the church house, the church will not split today. Even the society will not split. And see, so the topic on discussion is very much important. I appreciate you so much.
So have you ever been affected before by misinformation that somebody maybe being affected one of them before?
Yeah.
Okay.
On several occasions.
So what
Somebody,
can we
Friends
do?
lie
What
on
can
me,
we
others
do?
believe them.
somebody lying
What
on the
can
other
you
person.
do to help improve the system? What can you do in your community? As a good citizen, see this thing happening. What can you do to help?
By educating people.
Okay.
Okay. See your name again?
Moses Human.
Okay, follow this program, yeah, like we say, always educative. We'll come on every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. We'll come on every Saturday, which is tomorrow. We'll come on tomorrow from 12 to 1:30 p.m. And of course, Sunday from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Keep following.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
And then, Chris, you direct the callers to the web to the online.
Okay. Also, we are online to the TMB online TV. You can search for it by the word social media on Facebook. Please go on Facebook right now and search for the TMB TV. And folks, 077-959-959, 077-959-959. Again, 077-959-959. This topic is very, very much interesting. I said yes on several occasions are very effective, and we have to try to explain to people ourselves.
But Chris, there are things that people can do to help. If somebody gave you, like what we're saying, right? Somebody gave you information. the first thing you should do, please, do you know the person? You know their history? You know what they've been doing? You know, have they been giving you information that appears to be truthful in the past? You know, you don't know about the person. You don't.
Hello, caller. Now you call from.
How do you do, Chief?
I'm okay. And you?
Morgan Chris.
Yeah. Now you call from.
Mama, this is Abraham Calvin.
Oh, every God, man, one time where power, man.
Yeah.
So you been sashing we meet again, bro. We meet again.
Yeah. I just got to you pro just on the program.
Wow, well, 240 there from all the way Cantor Radio, all the way here to Kia from Law FM. We been up for some time, but thank God we are back on by the grace of God. And you are listening to Kia Radio 95.9, and for our schedule have changed. So we come on Friday now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
Also we are online, the TMB TV online. So Friday and 7 to 8:30, then Saturday from 12 p.m. to 1:30. Then and of course Sunday regularly from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m.
Okay. Hi to Roy Manuel.
Yeah, Manuel.
I'm listening to you, Mr. Carr. How you doing?
Yeah, that what to you.
I hope all is well. Long time.
Yeah. By the grace of God, we surviving.
Okay. Let's hear from you your contribution.
Huh?
Let's hear from your contribution to the topic.
Then just put it right in.
Oh, I just catching the station though. Yeah.
Okay.
Manuel, please give me a number.
Okay. 077
077
16 76
76
47.
27.
That's my own number.
Yeah.
So those of you who are calling, we also encourage you to go on the Facebook, search for TNB
Thank you. I'll call you later.
online television.
All right.
Please like, please follow, and please share as well.
Folks, 077-959-959. One of our regular listeners.
Yeah.
Love TNB so much. We follow TNB. I love his contact. And been following the show. And by the grace of God, God been blessing us and God been blessing through this program. 077-959-959. Folks, 077-959-959. We are talking about what make a good citizen, and we are discussing a good citizen supposed to be informed before you take decision. So we are looking at being informed, have to be informed. And when we receive information by the way of social media, through maybe whisper, gossip, or whatsoever, make sure you properly investigate what a person is telling you before you take any decision out there. Because today many people on the ground today because of misinformation.
Right.
Many people on the ground today. Yeah, from the caller. I don't call another call from.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, going to
My name is Obuke Bao, calling you from New Matade, Saramat.
Yeah, Chief.
Yeah, all my contribution to the show. So it's good to get information. So the Bible says about liars, there are people who just die deliberately. They're keen to lie. See, I wanted to program I have with social media. Because how will someone come up and just post someone repetition and just say certain things to somebody and everybody just look at it and laugh. I saw that information where it said heading support CDC to rebuild the party effort. I'm like, I read it out. I said, oh, but heading the one time there, I was a little on again. I heard it was false. You see that? I got back with that person. Who did that? Who did that? Why would you just get up and just laugh somebody that kind of, and no one takes action? Or you're asking, say, what, like, especially for our nation, maybe it's other leaders are listening. If anyone come on Facebook to get information that is not factual, then that person tells. And if anybody get wrong information and it's probably they don't know that it's a wrong information, then that person be arrested and dead penalty. Because people are just going scarcely in this country, doing a lot of things, no one punishing them. So that is why it's continuing to happen. There's our Liberian brother who they call Prophet. Prophet just sit on social media and get stuck. How would that kind of old man just be stuck in putting bad image in Liberia? It's the wrong thing. That Prophet man need to be arrested and put in jail. But people are looking at him, I know because he get medicine. Yeah, one of the things that really suffer in the country, the medicine that people who depend on, they see that when they nobody will do anything to them.
You see now, you say now you have not investigated. You say the mega. I know the mega medicine, my man.
The mega medicine, I can see the man all kind of chanting, all hanging on him. You know, somebody who is not free, you know that we are children of God.
So what help can you give to minimize the spread of misinformation? What help can you give as a good citizen? Okay. Well, then take the next call. I think we lost it.
077-959-959, 077-959-959. That's the call. Hello, caller. No, do you call phone?
Hello?
Yeah, no, do you join phone?
Yeah, it's speaking of Daniel Cisse.
They hear you. Been following the program. They hear you.
I'm calling from two community.
Quiet, Chief.
Okay. Yeah, but in my community, I know why people laughing at me. Each one would see me laughing at me all the time. But I don't really know. Because I was driving for somebody before. Yeah, I try to. Yes, confusion come between me and the person concerning about money business. I try to go to him and apologize to him. Almost three going to 4 times. I apologize to him, but I don't really know. Then I moved from Jordan out and I come in my father's house. I don't understand my whole life. I just look funny to people. Each time people see me, they laugh at me all the time.
So, yeah. So, I mean, it's important that you yourself, you begin to evaluate yourself, maybe ask yourself why. The question you should be asking yourself is why people are doing that. Why? Is it from my own call, or am I the one that causing this to myself, or what is actually going on? Or sometimes to those who do that, you ask them why you do that. Is there anything that you see bad with me, or but it's good to ask yourself deeply in your heart, why should people do that to you? Why is there something
Yeah,
you're missing? Is there something that you're not doing that you're supposed to do? So it's important that you look at yourself, inside of yourself, and start from there. Start from yourself. People now, yeah, they got some people who just pass it around, like do other things, but you also have to kind of evaluate yourself and see where you are, and probably begin to do some things differently. If you are not doing something to make your life better, begin to do something that will, you know, indicate to people that you are serious, gentlemen. You want to do something, you want to achieve something. Then people will begin to respect you, as also. So I don't support them doing that. You don't bully people. We don't do that to other people. But again, the kind of society we have, until we all help to educate, everybody to do the right thing, you know. So I hope that helped you. Christopher.
Hello, caller. Where do you call from?
Yeah, hello, this is Hamilton Dine. I do join you from my district resident.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the topic of discussion this evening. It is very, very educative and, it is good. Yeah.
So, how can we help the progress? How can we help?
Come again?
I said, how can we help as a citizen to minimize people being deceived or even investigating any information and just taking and believe? How can you help as a good citizen?
Yeah, so the problem about misinformation and you very self, you gotta be far-sighted, you gotta be a good investigator. Whereas when the information is given to you, you truly drive into, concluding without you taking down some personal key note into consideration. You gotta investigate the matter. There's a saying that says you don't judge a book by the cover, right? So if somebody comes to you and give you information pertaining to somebody or something, you have to go and do 1 or 2 background investigation, and then based on your analysis and your conclusion, and then you will do your own judgment from there. You see?
Do you think we should start
At
teaching?
times, that's good. You just drawn into conclusion based on people can lie on people. People will come up with part of fallacies, part of fabrications, and what of you. You have to frame other people ugly. So as a good investigator, that alone will make you to even be a good parent tomorrow. When you grow up, this is where they say, well, where brings a God of wisdom and suspended. So it's always good and we'll get information about MRI. We have to take our own time in that kind of investigation. So I just urge everybody out there that we shouldn't just draw into conclusion whenever we are given information. We got to investigate all of it.
But should parents also be responsible enough to teach their children at home how to always say the truth, whether it is going to hurt them or not? Should we start doing that in our homes, in the school, or other places?
Hello?
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 Can you hear me? All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. Last Jeremy. 0777 959. Get a few minutes to go. 0777 959. Hello, caller. Yeah, Nia, what do you join from, please?
I'm Amos Brown, calling from Hotel Africa, Zoa, Virginia.
Let's hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the topic to discuss concerning the misinformation. You see, what I have to say here is that the misinformation is all over this country, this our Liberia. Even in the security sector and all, the misinformation is there. What am I saying? For instance, if somebody even go to the headquarters or see a police officer and tell them, say, well, this person here is this thing, without any investigation, they will come on you and they have you arrested and treat you, all kinds of ways. You see, they will not find us. Sometimes somebody went somewhere and that person hit the person, and the person will put crown on decide to put crown on the person's head. They say, oh, the person is a criminal, they are wrong. Immediately you will see the community people will rise up against that person.
Yes.
They come and start to beat on that person. If by the grace of God is not with you, you will die.
Once a year rule.
So we really need to do something about it. It needs thorough investigation. When somebody says something about somebody, you go and inquire and see whether it's true.
Yeah, but I remember I had to kill one guy. I think I need a plank set and get a cop in the shot. Someone just deliberately lie on the man. He saw the man with the plank and said the man that rode the man stole the plank for from somewhere, and angry crowd went on that man. Soon the angry man get whole cop in a shop. Now the man playing, and I thank God for the police. You know, they arrested the perpetrator, but the brother going lost his life.
Yeah.
You see it? Those are beating the man, but nothing.
We need to do something about it.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you for your contribution. Please follow our, if you get smartphone, please follow our online platform called TMB. 0777 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. We get about 4 more minutes to go. Let the caller. Hello, caller. Now do you call phone?
Raven,
Yeah, now do you join phone?
I join. I call. You get me?
We get you in the way phone. The way calling phone?
Yeah, from Bombing Highway.
Wow, from Bombing Highway.
Bombing County.
Yeah, there you chief.
Most of the married for a part, a liar. A lying.
Lying, yes. Gossip.
Yeah, lie. Most of the married, it happened to us. One of our brother today, or he brought them went against him. Because some of the women were drawn against the other woman that have more, the men have more love for. So they will go and say, that woman you love the best, he loves it to your brother. Then the brother too will go against his own brother. Then he will not have second thought. He will get that they go to my brother now because he loves them. After he realized his mistake now, it was that among the women then he gets a liar.
Amen.
Thank you for this show. Lying not good. They raise yourself. When we were young, we get our Matthew ball race 9 jala. Probably no I agree for them to story. So there were a lot of rumors.
This lady is
not too good. Most are not good.
Yes. And see,
okay, thank you.
Say again, even take away laugh. You see, hate people but no winning chakla family, chakla relationship, it is bad. Hello, caller, no do call phone.
Hello?
Hello, caller, no do join phone.
Hello. Okay. I'm calling. Harris calling from Lane Street.
Yeah.
Okay. I am following you with regards to disinformation and misinformation. Well, these things is very serious, more especially in Liberia. For example, what happened in Nima of recent? The 2 guys were arrested with motorbike, and just in that time, a motorcycle rider was killed. So everybody assumed that it was the 2 guys that did it. And the angry crowd asking them to put him out, to be killed. He mocked. Police said, well, thank you for intervention. Well, actually, for me, these things play on my mind always, because most people don't fact check. More especially a program on OKFM now, what they call fact check. It helps me a lot. People just say things, and I don't know whether not everybody have access to social media or radio, because people will come out and lie, and people just agree and start running with that concept or idea. So this is a serious problem in society. So for me, what I suggest, I think we all need to join the bandwagon and create more awareness that people should learn how to cross-check every information that comes their way.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
all right. Let's see if we can take 1 or 2 more calls, and then we'll be out of here. And while Chris is doing that, yeah, go ahead.
0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Folks, you are listening to the new beginning. That is caller. Hello, caller. Now do you call from?
Good evening.
Hey, now do you join from?
I'm Tegunti to look off from.
Wow, is our first female.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you people for the conversation. You know, actually in our country today, many people live by misinformation.
Yes.
And like people are saying, you have taken a lot of lives away. Many people have experienced it, even me. I experienced it in my life. So I always told people before I accuse somebody of something, I should have full information or I should have proof before
Yes, of course.
saying this, because I have been accused falsely before, not even one, not twice. So I
Wow.
know how it pains. And I read a story that said neighbor, the elderly man who hated his neighbor so much, and he went to the extent of telling the neighbor, his friends, that this neighbor was a thief. So because of that, the man stopped having customers with his business. He started losing customers. He had to close the business down. One day, later on, he got to know that this it was a neighbor that they did it to him. So when he took the neighbor to court, the judge asked him, he said, I did not hurt him, it was just a word that I said. And then the judge said, okay, to rule the case in your favor, to me in favor, you have to go and read all of those things that you said about the neighbor, just write it down pieces of paper, tear them apart and throw them away, and come the next day. I'm going to rule the case in your favor. So he did what the judge asked him to do. The next day when he went there, the judge said, before ruling the case, I want you to go and collect those pieces of paper and bring them. He said, how can I do that? The wind has blown them away. And I had the judge told him, when we sleep our feet, we can balance, but our voice, we can balance them again. So before you tell people things about somebody, you should know the person, you should know what you're saying about that person. Because those things that you spread outside about them, you can't go back to everybody and collect them or to put them in place. You have already tarnished the person's character, or maybe when it leads to the person losing their life, you will not have the life to give them. So we really need to work on it first of all, start teaching our children our own in schools. Let the children know how to say the truth. Let them know how to find out things. They shouldn't just come with complain. They just take decision. You as a parent, try to make them to know the truth so that they can grow into it and start to exhibit out there.
Thank you so much. So again, I know I seen text messages. We can take the last quarter and then we will be
Who is the
out of
lucky caller? Hello,
that
caller.
lucky
Another
quarter.
call phone. Hello, caller. Another call phone. I know everybody want to contribute. The line are booming. Yeah, another call phone. Yes.
Yeah, most of the people that die in the war are lying. They get lie on some of them. All of them came to spy. That was the kid, and they all of them are Madingo, like Kran. All of some of it are lie.
Yes.
So most of the thing here, we have to, even the community, what brings some of the riot. Somebody will just come and say, you see now you're the casting about you behind the other. Because when I investigate, just put every woman calls, they can't cause a friend. At last, they go to their police, spend money. But the person that carry the KK police now, they set them free. It should be in the law. That person should be found. Because it's very, very chaotic. Thank you very much.
All right. There we will stop for tonight. Those of you in Liberia, we are happy that this program is helping you and you can make your contribution. We will continue. All right. And understand us, we are not supported by any government or any government related institution. We are not supported by any organization. This is self-initiative. So if you want us to spread this message out in the counties, other places, and you can help, please reach out to us and help us so that we can help to educate. All right. We'll bring people, other professionals here. We are discussing, and we'll have somebody coming to really talk about the drugs addiction, the fundamentals. They'll start to help us. And I hope you can listen. Those of you who got your brothers and sisters and even organizations that are helping with the drugs issue, and that person will be here. Hopefully, we'll try to conclude on that so that, we want to help communities. This is our way of contributing to the development of Liberia. So again, I want to say thank you for listening. As a good citizen, do not abuse your leaders. Former, current, do not insult your leaders. Don't go on a social media, you do that. As a good citizen, when you see garbage or dirt piled up somewhere, don't go on the social media and put on the social media how dirty Liberia is. Don't do it. All right. Why it is true that it is dirty, you can help. You can speak to the authority responsible. Because if you spread that, it's going to hurt your country. It's going to hurt you. As a result, you'll be crying when the investors, you not get them because you are always putting your country at risk. So again, be a good citizen and a wonderful citizen. Thanks to the management. Thanks to my man over there, the anchor King, Mr. King. He's always striving to come. And thank you so much for your effort. Thanks to the technicians and the technical people. And today was I'm impressed. The lines were clear and everything was so nice. Thank you so much, management, for doing that for us. Tomorrow, don't go. We'll be here, and 12 o'clock your time in Liberia. We'll be back with the same topic. It's very long. We want to take our time to share with you to do this. So again, I want to say, have a wonderful, wonderful, and blessed time. I don't know if King has anything to say to you. Then let's hear from King as we
Yes,
leave.
indeed. Like I'm so excited, like by the grace of God, the program is touching lives, and it's educated. We say the program is very, very much educative. And folks, like Mr. Malo said, it's self-initiative, and we want to carry the program be across the country, across so many, to extend it to so many radio stations out there. And also, if you want to help, if you want to sponsor this program, perhaps you can get to us. We are also on the social media through our platform, the TMB Online TV. You're going to search for TMB Online TV, and you will see us, our local with the Liberian and the Liberian map with the flare, color of Liberian flare. You will see that and follow the page. And if you want to reach to us, we are by our telephone number, where 0881 790 760, 0881 790 760. Until we can meet again tomorrow, don't forget 12 o'clock to 1:30 p.m.
And also, Chris, quickly as we leave, sorry, if you're out there, this is the school time. If you want to donate some books, copy books, please reach out to that number. Chris is going to read that number. We want to give out copy books to children, pencils, whatever you have to contribute. Please to the number, and then while we give out those things, on Sunday, we'll recognize you as one of our sponsor. But again, have a wonderful and pleasant time. May God richly, richly bless all of us.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shields of golden flame.